am back. I'd like to call where I live today Antarctica. It's been like that all week. We've had below freezing temperatures, and I'm doing a space sketch now. I don't know if this is too warm. It's kind of chilly in here. We got to keep our water going to a trickle and everything else. It's so cold. And I'm sure a lot of animals are suffering today. They suffer as it is, but today is not probably the best day for people outside where I live. I did so much other sketches. I'm going to do this space sketch now. Do the best I can on this one. Alright. This is the closest of this page. So I'm going to use this pastel over here. And I'm still doing tarot card readings, friends. That I am. I'm always doing them. Don't be. I'm always here for those. Oh, my foot is finally feeling better, thank God. Alright, with this painting here, we got this big hunk of a planet. I don't know, it kind of looks like Earth. I don't know what it is, but it's here. I don't know if it's too late to get you guys, but this planet is kind of chilling right here like this. And it's kind of in this little sector here. Alright, and then there's all these little spaces on it. Kind of want to shade these in nice. Put this here nice. Shade that in there. And I am going to paint this one. Space ones sometimes turn out good, sometimes they don't. Space drawings are kind of hard. I will give them that much. Oh, hello, how are you? I'm doing a space drawing today. I'm trying to get this the best I can. I'll show you. So I got one person here. I'm trying to get that. And I'm getting the closest that I can to that right now. These space drawings never turn out right. Exactly like the picture. Oh, well, thank you, Ariel. How are you doing? I'm feeling much better. I tell you, these doctors, don't let these doctors be acting crazy when you get in the room. I'm just smudging and trying to get this planet looking a little nice. Space images, I think, hands down, are the hardest to get. They really are. Trying to get like where the dark side and this side is. And then I'm just smudging with this smudging pencil thing. I don't even know what it's called. It just came in that art kit. I probably should know these things. When Amazon drops things off, it's usually for a good idea, and it was in the kit, and this is what it works for me right now. And I'm just working on this little planet because it's this color. Now, on this planet, there's other colors. Oh, I am trying to sketch this. That is what I am doing. And this is not an easy sketch, but you gotta try to. Sometimes you just gotta try to make it a little bit hard on yourself. Alright, in this area there's a little bit of dark, so I'm doing this and I'm gonna smudge this in. Because when it comes to paint and stuff like that, when I got my sponge thing, I found my sponge, so sponge paintings are good for clouds and space things. I don't know why, but they are, and I have found this on my ventures. I really have. Alright. And now, there's little tiny holes, so I'm going to make that in here. That's what it looks like in this space Hubble image here. It just kind of try to do that. And I'm just going to do this just right here. It's not going to be exact, but it's not going to be the worst. I don't know, a lot of this comes out anime, my friends. A lot of it. And this pastel stuff really helps with space stuff. Well, an anime, period. I can see why so many people use it. But yeah, I think I said in the last stream, I'm happy about TikTok. Whoever brought TikTok back, I know everybody is not exactly excited about Mr. Trump, but you know what? He did bring back TikTok, and I'm happy about that. And that's where I'm at on that subject. I know there's a lot of people that don't like him, and they're saying he's doing all kinds of stuff, but you know what? He's going to do what they do. That's what presidents do. Well, I look at it, can't be any worse that's going on. This is why I mind my own business and I sit over here and sketch and go to work and back. What else you gonna do? The world's gone crazy, my friends. Crazy. Alright, now this planet here is on that beige side, so I'm trying to get it shaded in nice like this because sometimes when I get the paint hits the hair and I get my sponging going, you need a little bit of color to these and shading to these planets. And then you kind of have to think outside the box. That's what you need to do with these. Alright, now I have to see if there's red here. So I got red going on. Oh, I like that meme. That's cute. That's a nice meme. Alright, now I'm going to try to look for some damn red here. I like these kits because they work out well. I want these variety of colors. I mean, on that AI, you're not going to, things you do are not going to turn out to be just like AI. It's just not. Alright, right here. is a beam of light that comes this way, and there's so many crazy things going on in outer space. So many. This doesn't surprise me that this would be going on in outer space. And the thing is, everybody's so worried about this little stuff. I mean, I know there's a God just because of all the stuff going on in space. That's the thing. I mean, space is so vast, and somebody had to create it, or it happened somehow. And it's amazing that we're still standing, really. And they say when you're a baby, you see everything and then forget. So, I don't know who's right and who's wrong, but it is a pretty much a miracle, space. If you think about it, gravity in itself is a miracle. See, you smudge this in, because they got rays of stuff coming on that. Sometimes I seem to do better with space, sometimes I don't. I'm not perfect, and I never will be, and that's really okay. Alright, I got this white. I'm gonna lighten this up. Lighten this up here. Because I want to get this all lighter up in here. Hey! Chong! Chong, would you stop? Chong, it's okay. Someone's in the hallway. It's gonna happen. Chong! Probably another dog up in my hallway. Alright, I'm trying to show this light out here. Alright. Well, I got this so far. Sometimes space depictions kind of depend on the eye of the person. And don't be afraid to use the white, because you have so many little stuff going on. Alright, Chong, I get it. It's gonna be okay, alright? It's gonna be okay. I promise. Alright, now I got this thing out here. I gotta get this together. I'm gonna use. I think I'm just gonna use this red just to get this planet going. This one got all kinds of stuff going on here. Alright. Right here. And this is like a nice round little circle here. It has some dark places in it, of course. But that's alright. I tried to do Mario, but I felt that he could be a little better, but you know, I'm not perfect. And I'm not. Alright, now this one, there's a lot of red coming down on this tail, so, and this is some kind of probably major energy field going on. It's amazing that we are still moving, and we all are not dead with all this going on in space. And I do mean this because there is a lot going on in space. So much. So many black holes. So many. Just so many things in general. It is crazy. And we'd be worried about little things. That's what gets me. Worried about all these little things, and there's these black holes going on in space and all this stuff, and we still are in existence. Or, if you want to believe we're in wormholes, we could be in wormholes. You never know. I mean, before this was a sci-fi thing, but a lot of people are saying it's not now. A lot of people are saying there are wormholes. All the research from Stephen Hawking, it's going on. Alright, now this here, on the tip of this, is where the blue stuff shoots out. This, I don't know what to say about this. Cold fusion. I want to say cold fusion's going on here. With all this light going on and all this stuff going on this way. Alright, this has to be shaded in that way now. It looks juvenile, but we're going to get all this done where it doesn't look so bad. Sometimes this is what you got to do. You got to keep shading and shading and shading some more sometimes. I'm just shading this out. I have found out that this is a better way of getting your painting the way you want it. Especially with space. It's all in your shading. I have made some mistakes along the way, my friends. This has been a journey. I'm still learning to sketch myself. So you gotta get to these. And I'm just gonna rub these in. Just rubbing these in really helps. And it's amazing what happens when we put our human brain to use. They say that we only use 10% of our brain. And this is what every doctor and a lot of people have said. And I do believe them. We probably do only use 10% of our brain. They say that we're capable of a lot of things. That's why don't let anybody take your destiny away from you. If someone really cares or loves about you, they will care as much about your destiny as they do their own. And this is true facts. Alright, we got the base of this going on. It's not going to look just like the AI, but nothing's ever going to look just like the AI because a human did it. And that's just all there is to that. Alright, now this planet inside here is here. Okay, I thought I had a question. Hello, how are you? We're just discussing space and stuff. My favorite thing is I think the energy of God is in the Milky Way. That's just my personal opinion. See, I'm trying to get this here because this is like this color in this planet. So I'm going to get this really good here because the middle of this planet is red. So we're going to do this here. But yeah, space is one of my favorite things. And I often looked at space and I look at these wormholes and everything the scientists say. And there's a lot of scientists that were atheists and they believe in God after studying space. And I do believe that. I think if you studied space and everything that's out there, you appreciate that there's an existence of God. Or something other than us. because we are not that special. We are, but we are. I guess that's a complicated thing. I mean, I believe that there's other life forms out there. That I do. Alright, now this starts shading in the black because this is the light isn't hitting this as much. You gotta signify these dark areas. But yeah, space teaches us that we're just not the only ones out there, and we're not the only life forms out there. If there's animals on our planet, there's other planets that have animals and a superior species also. I try to embrace the whole idea of existence, and sometimes I ponder on it, which I think all of us do at times. And my mind wanders. And it wanders, and I just think, to myself, is this all we are? And I try to seek for just to find out what's going on. Because we never know. We never know a lot of things that are going on until it's already there. Just like, God, our planet could have hit other planets easily a lot of times. And that's fact. But we haven't. So it's a lucky coincidence or it's not. I mean, we don't really know these things. And that we don't. Okay, I got that, and there's this nice little moon over here. It's a good little moon. I gotta get this moon going. It's like right at the center here. Alright, and this moon, it's dark but then light. So, I'm going to start the moon with, I'm going to do a shade of blue on this one. And it's right in the corner here. I think this is one of my favorite things is sketches outer space. It really is. I love doing sketches of outer space because it's the one thing that interests me more than anything else. I used to argue, because I'm a Catholic, with the priest, and I think every Catholic argues with a priest from time to time. They used to tell me space does not exist when I was in school. Laugh out loud. This is the way things used to be. And I used to tell the priest, no offense, but I'm sure space exists. And I would get blunt answers all the time. And the thing is, through history, a lot of monks have studied. Actually, one of the monks was the one that discovered DNA. He got exiled from the church. His name was Mendel. And after he got exiled from the church, Mendel, in turn, was studying peas. And he wanted to know why some peas turned out different than other peas. And from this research, years ago up until now, it was the basis of the human DNA. That's why all this research is so important. And sometimes we discard it. But yeah, this is why it is so important, in my opinion. Alright, here we go. There you go. Now we got that. And then then there's some other stuff in here we got to get in here. Well, I got that. I got these little trails of space here. Because you got to get the whole entire space smudged in before you start painting it. That is what you need to do sometimes for these paintings. Alright, there's a red trail right here by here, so goes like that, and comes in over like this, and then we're gonna, with the paint, we're gonna get all the stars in. Put that back now. There we go. I want these trails to be in here when I start doing the space painting. Because I want it to look pretty. Alright. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, now I got that trail that way. And here's another trail this way, which is stars. Of course, there are always stars in space, so. And this is like a purple trail coming out from here. There's a cluster here. And I'm just freehanding this here. Alright, I'm going to smudge that out. I'm just going to smudge these trails. And we got another one going out this way. I'm going to smudge that in like that. Before you start the painting, this is what you got to do. Get all these smudges in. Alright. Okay, if you hear all this cussing, it's they're talking about a bunch of stuff on their video games there. And they get very upset about stuff. Alright, I know I had a lot of sponges. Looking for the sponges, my friend. If anybody wants a reading, let me know. I'm looking for the sponges. I bought 6 of them, and I literally seen one earlier. I think it's in here. Go look out here. There it is. Here's my sponge. I got these off Amazon. I get these. Honestly, Amazon, I get a lot of stuff off. Amazon is my go-to. Everybody else goes to the dollar store. I go to Amazon. I mean, that's all there is to that. Alright. Now, I'm going to start this. I think I'm going to start smudging some dark stuff in here. So, I'm trying to formulate a nice method of doing this. So you can't do that. I'm just going to put this in this dish. I find these little dishes from my little meals that I eat. My mother-in-law drops these off all the time to me. So I can eat healthy. Put them, and I use them for sometimes for extra dishes. If I don't feel like putting stuff to dishwasher, sometimes I use them for, most of the time it's for painting. And when it's this cold outside, sometimes that's what you're down to, is painting. Alright, and we're getting this all done now. And I think after this, I will be done, my friends, for the day. I think that will be it for me for the day. And then I'm going to try to relax and get back to normal. Whatever normal is after all this stuff with the doctor. And like I said, none of these little paintings you do when you go do the solar system is going to turn out like the AI or the James Hubble image. None of them will. None of them will be as pretty as the picture, but it's fun to paint. It gives you some ideas. That's all that matters. You get some ideas. And this sponge painting, especially with your space stuff, is the best to do. And this will take us a while to finish this out, so. And I just get these sponge things, and I found out they were good for clouds, and they're great for space. And if it doesn't show exactly like space, it could be your anime space universe, because generally it ends up looking anime after I'm done. And that's okay, because it's art. This is how art is. And I do suggest get yourself some boxes when you're sponge painting and all that, so you're not making a huge mess all over your house. This is why I have this this little damn sponge thing that for kids, and on top of the box, because I don't make a big mess. It serves purposes. But you kind of want to sponge around here because it's space. You want to make it a little dark. You want it to look a little good. You don't want it to look like crap. As much as you can. And these pastels make your life very, very nice. And people seem to like these. They think they're good. And I like to use these, my sponge stuff, for the space images. Because I do love to make space stuff. Because I've always have been a sci-fi fan. All the time. I'm a horror fan. I love horror movies. I guess I'm conflicted. I hate the idea that may or may not have happened, but at the same, I like it. I mean, no one really wants to get stabbed and this and that through these movies. And yeah, it's fictional to that book, but in real life, that probably happens around Halloween. You got serial killers, you got a lot of stuff going on. Alright, I'm not trying to make this entire thing black. I feel like this would be better kind of like this for now. And I'm going to take that sponge and stick it right there. Now, I'm going to get my little brushes here. I just throw them in cups. This is what I do. And I bought so many brushes from Amazon. So many. There's just so many I have bought, so. Alright, over here, this moon here was half black, where the sun's not hitting it. And that white part I'm just going to leave there. Put this here. Make this like this. And then we're going to do a nice defining line right here. Like this baby. Because we want to show this moon how it doesn't have all of its light. Do this and we'll just give it here. We're just doing like an impressionist view of space. That's it. And a lot of people can do this. This is not hard. If I'm over here doing it, it's not hard. I have all faith that you could do it as well as I can. I mean, I did not go to an official art school. I just tried sketching. That was it. And I practiced and I messed around a little bit here and there, and this is what I come up with. That's all it takes is a little imagination. See, now that moon is very nice. And that's what you kind of want to do is make it, just kind of play around with it and make it nice. Okay, I'm gonna do this around this planet also. Okay, I don't know why this just wanted to fall on me. Alright. This one, I want to make it more defined. So we're gonna bring this around here and out here. Define it this way. We got many little different colors I can use. So I really want to make this bold with other stuff going on. Then certain parts of this planet is dark. Right in here. I'm going to go ahead and, where this is black, I'm going to go ahead and hit this. And a little bit of paint goes a long way. It really, really does. And I am here to tell you that. Just take a little bit and put out your dish. Don't waste your paint. Don't want to waste it. You want to get this baby nice and primed so it looks like it's a part of a solar system. Because it is. I'm not sure what solar system this is. I didn't look, but it's a part of a solar system. So you gotta give it some good here. Red part there. And you can put other colors with this also. And we are. And let that just kind of rust there like that. And I think around here we need to get a little black. I'm going to fix those planets up. But this is what I like to be doing sometimes. And all those others, we're doing another color on those. A whole other color. And I'm just doing this on white poster board. White poster board is wonderful. One of my friends from work was telling me I should just do this on white poster board, and it was some of the best advice I ever got. Because it really is. It turns out wonderful on poster board. Alright, this didn't have any black. So we're gonna stick that brush in there because we're gonna use that again. I need one for red. And I got this grand red paint here. The red paint. Use this for my red paint. And this is nice. I'm gonna leave that planet like that. It's black and white. But this one has a lot of red going on here. And there's red here also. Alright. The inside and here was red, so go ahead and put this for dips in the redness of the planet. And we gotta do dots also. Okay, this has like a lot of red here. Alright, that red goes there, and then there's this. Comes out this way, tails up that way, and comes down this way. And we want to bring it this way. And do that. And then it kind of comes around here, the red. And the white paint I'm going to do last once all this kind of dries and I get this together. Alright, and have where this shoots down. We're going to keep some of these smudgings too. I want it to kind of show a little dimension. Some smudgings I'm going to keep, some of them I'm going to paint over. It kind of is what's in your eye of the day. Alright, we're going to do this just so it shows there's like some kind of energy field going around this way. Making it kind of red. Alright, I'm going to do that now. This is also red right here. Do this. So I'm going to show that nice red ring. Dude. I mean, some of the most beautiful things in space are the scariest things going on. And this, my friend, really is true facts. I'm not even lying about that. I wish I was. This planet, I'm not going to bother. I'm gonna like do some paint around it, but I'm not doing a lot. I think that looks kind of good the way it is. Okay, now I need this blue. I got a blue acrylic out. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get my blue acrylic now. And always soak your brushes. I soak them when I go to clean them. Giving some cleaning tips. It took me a minute to learn the cleaning tips. But I did. Alright, now the white, once all this gets in there, and just start dotting some white in there. Alright, now I'm going to do this side with the dots. It's getting there, it's not bad. This here, I gotta show this as blue light shooting out. And probably some kind of flare somewhere. There's so many flares that show up in space. It's crazy. Where all this energy comes from, I don't know. There's a lot of people, a lot of ideas, but nobody's totally sure. There's a lot of good ideas that sound like it's right, but it doesn't mean it is right. That's the thing. It really doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Anybody could be right or wrong. Anybody. And this is the God's honest truth. I'm going to start putting some little dots around here. Some little blue dots I'm going to put here. Sometimes it's good to have little tiny different kind of dots. Especially when you're doing space paintings. Got that there. Alright, now I think on this planet here, I'm going to put some black dots. So I have that nice black paint right in here. Start putting this, making it look nice, just random little dots. Kind of make this yours, if that makes any sense. Sometimes it's the way to do things. Just start making it yours. Now, I'm going to try to sponge in I might make this a little bit darker, like with some white dots in here. Just change up this image a little bit. A little dimension. Alright, just give this planet just a tiny bit of dimension here. Use up some of this paint. Some of this stuff here. I like to use up some of the little bit I put out, just for little touch-ups in my paintings. Some of this here. This one here. I'm going to start smudging just different little various spots over here. To kind of simulate light going in and out of this little area. Just like there's certain areas you're going to have darker than others, just like anything else in space. Alright, I think it's not terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. But you know, it gives you something to do for the day. This is what art does. why they always say music's good for your soul also. Those musicians are awfully happy people. They're doing what they love. And there's nothing wrong with it. When I was growing up, they used to say music careers and all that I was told was a waste of time. And there's nothing wrong with pursuing it, just as long as you're doing other stuff in between time. You gotta make sure you eat and your animals eat and stuff, because you can't have these little critters out there starving. Alright. Alright, we're just sparingly going over here. It's not a bad little scene, honestly. Here we go. We got this so far. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. And it's okay. This is the state of the world here. You're not going to get the best, you're not going to get the worst. Okay. And I have white paint. Oh, I got me some white paint. I always have your basics, your white and your black. You can lighten anything up or darken anything up with both of these items in your white. And this is true. Got me some white right here. This is not a bad little scene here. Got some stars in here. Gotta have stars. Nothing here. I'm gonna get some white blotches in with that to show white areas in here and dark areas. But when you're doing space paintings, you can't be wrong or right. I think they're one of the easiest to do. And you can really change it up, and as long as you have the right sponge, it kind of looks nice. And you never got to worry about this kind of stuff. And I just put little white dots around here. Try to fix this up a little. Little white dots on this planet. Put them on the planets. I'm just going to put this just to show that this planet's not all dark and there's a little bit of light. I'm going to outline this thing. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to outline it. Sometimes when you outline stuff on your planets, it looks nice too. White paint is good for outlining if you have a dark setting. Just take your colors and kind of cascade them around. That's kind of what you want to do. Share that love around. Kind of show here the uniform stuff here. There we go. Very pretty. We're going to move along here. Just a nice little ring in here. Just doing a little white in here to lighten up this planet. gonna see if I can make this like a. I'm gonna take this a little of my flat. Let's start using this up here. Let's see what I do. I'm just gonna color this in. Make this dark too, might as well. And then I'm gonna put some light streaks through it. Things start out one way and end up a total other sometimes. I'm going to use up the black to just get this because it doesn't seem like it matches well. But once it's out of the box, we kind of just got to use it up. Here we go. And move it along nice like that. Up all this happy black paint. I mean, I don't know, we'll say it's the edge of the universe. I don't know for sure if it is, don't quote me on it. I've never been to the edge of the universe, so I would never know this stuff. I ponder upon things, that doesn't make me an expert on space. Stephen Hawking? He's not an expert on space, but a lot of good ideas. That he did. Alright, this just serves us better being dark. Just leave that dark because it just kind of doesn't make sense with nothing else. Even like that. Now that's drying out. We'll fix on other areas over here. Alright. Now that I used up all my black paint, we're just gonna start adding our little stars over here while that dries. I mean, this could be any kind of space scene, honestly. We had so much dark spots in this thing, I had to change one planet's colors, but that's okay. These things happen. They really do. Just putting out little dots. Happy little dots. There's a lot of stars in this system. I kind of want to do what makes sense, where you think looks good. So people don't tell you it doesn't look finished. Because my friends, people will tell you if something does not look finished. No matter how hard you worked on something, there's always going to say it was good, but I don't think it was finished. And this is what people do, and they guarantee they're going to do this to you, but don't take it like to heart. Because maybe to them it doesn't look finished. And that's okay if it doesn't. That's the way I look at it. I'm putting these little red dots here. Not red, but little white dots. I used up all of my black paint. And just one little space scene turned into a nice anime universe scene. Got that there. We'll put a couple here. I don't know, it's in this space scene, there's a lot going on. I don't know what these little white things are. We'll say meteor shower. Whatever you want to think it is what it is. And I think it's done. It's not bad for what it is. The glasses are always falling down. But there we go. Here's our space scene. It's not bad. It only took me an hour. It wasn't bad. Alright. I'm going to let this dry. And I'll be back tomorrow for more stuff. Probably more painting. So, and if you watched, thank you. And I'll be back for more painting, and it'll be something different tomorrow. And thank you for all your support and subscribe to me. Thank you. And we're one step closer to a no-kill dog shelter. And have a great day.